I am standing in shock. I really thought that Trina was on to something. Child, they didn't crack Trina's face. Hey guys, thanks so much for clicking on the video. This is my review for Love and Hip Hop Miami. You know it's my favorite Miami child. It's gonna be going down in the 305. Shit. Anyway, so listen. It's season 3, episode 3. Trina. I thought that everything like Trina, I was like ready for her to hurt Julian. Listen, I'm gonna explain it. Just we're gonna get to it. Pay attention. First thing we meet Hood Brat. Trina goes down and sees Hood Brat. When I first seen her, I was like, okay, come on, I can get into this. I can get into her. She's groovy to me. I was like, I like what she's giving. So she's going to go on the tour with Trina, and I was like, yeah, she's good, ratchet enough, and she got that whole girl vibe that they need on that tour. I think she's a perfect fit. We found out her sister had committed suicide, and she's raising her sister's kids. So she works like 3 different jobs, and she's making it work. She's doing what she got to do. So I'm here for her. I want to see her win. She actually has a song that she did with Nikki Natural. Her and Nikki Natural are cool. I said, whoa, how's that going to work out? But we'll see. So we moved on. Brisco and Joy. Lord Brisco and Joy. They have a little date. And we find out during this date that Brisco was messing around with Nikki just a few weeks ago. And he kept saying, I thought it was kind of strange because he kept saying, we was kicking it. We was kicking it. He never said that they actually smashed. He said they were kicking it. But I was like, something told me to pay attention. And I did. I paid attention. I said, because that's going to come up again. And it did. But yeah, it came up again. Later on, we see Joy over at Trick's house. And it's him, Trick, and then Nikki comes down. And again, she's loud and boisterous and just wrong, So they get to talking. They talk about the audition. And Nikki's like, the audition was a setup, this, that, and the other. I'm like, girl, what are you talking about? She's going all off the deep end. Talking about it was a setup. So Joy threw the Brisco shit in there. And was like, what was that all about? You supposed to be messing with Trick, but you been messing with Brisco just a couple weeks ago. Baby, when I tell you Trick Daddy got so goddamn mad and took her and told her, get out. And Joy told her, get out of my house. She said, this ain't your house. You're not married to him no more. She said, my name is on the deed, bitch. Get stepping. Threw her ass out. Right on out the door. I said, oops. Oops. Anyway, so let's go on over to Amara's house. I told you, I liked MJ for Amara at a glance. I'm telling you now, I don't like MJ for Amara. I don't like MJ nor his sister, Little Ugly. I don't like neither one of them for Amara. Amara don't need to be with them at all. And I still think MJ is cute and everything like that. He cool. But he pressuring her into having kids. Like, boy, what are you pressuring her about kids? Y'all ain't even engaged. You're not even engaged, and you pressing her about kids. Anybody with any kind of sense would know that Amara Negra don't need to have no kids right now. At all. For nothing, just period. Where her career is, it's a no. The way her body is set up, it's a no. Amara Negra is one of the baddest asses up on here. She don't need to have no baby right now. Not for what it is that she does and what she's trying to do. She need to continue on doing what she's doing. Get everything out of the way that she wants to accomplish. And then she got plenty of time to have kids and do all that. This ain't it. And I don't think MJ is the right person anyway. You too damn pushy. Too pushy, and your sister's simple. That whole thing with Shay, that shit's crazy. Shay's still on some old bullshit. She's just ridiculous. There was a whole nother scene. They was out at the bar. And Shay's still going on. She done told her, I'm not trying to be friends with JoJo. Don't tell Shay that. Shay told her, yes, you do. You want to be her friend. Well, that's really her Pennsylvania privilege if she wants to be her friend. Who the hell are you? A little ugly? Just ridiculous. I was like, you don't need to be part of that family. You need to let them go. And I'm going to explain some more to y'all in a little bit. So then we have this meetup with Trina and Julian. This was like the whole thing about this episode that threw me. So I thought for sure, listening to what the story that Trina was telling, that yeah, she's going to really wear Julian out. Child, come and find out Trina's name ain't nowhere on the contract. So he got all his. Now I ain't saying that he didn't do her. He definitely did some old slick snake oil salesman moves on her. He did. He put the moves on her, but he covered his bases. Do you hear me? Her name is nowhere on the contract. He used the clout from her name to strike the deal. Okay. And legally, there is absolutely nothing she can do. And he's so shady that after he did it, he went radio silent. Which was just shady. He's still shady. He's shady as hell, and I would want to do business with him. But he's covered legally. It don't, and she knew it. She got so mad and went and got back in that car. There ain't nothing she could do. The producers, they did all this work. She's thinking that this advance was going to take care of the stuff for her album, and the advance took care of the stuff for him to build his label. He ain't think about Trina's ass. And the album is going to be shelved until she figures out a way herself to pay those producers and songwriters and those engineers, or they can't put that album back up. He screwed her. Screwed her. That was shady, but baby, he crossed all his I's and dotted all his T's. And you've been in the business long enough to know better. But I'm going to give you a pass at the fact that your mother was dying and all of that. He played on all that. He a dirty mother sucker. But that was jive. But ain't nothing she could do. Anyway, moving on. Chaotic and Sukihana, they are actually friends. They're friends. And when I looked at it, I said, I could see them because they both are so silly. So they're funny to watch. And I said, now I'm liking the whole Chaotic and Sukihana thing. They actually create IG videos together, and it's doing well. Then came in Miami Tip. Now this is what threw me off. Miami Tip is managing Sukihana. I got a question. Miami Tip ain't established yet, is she? So how the hell is she managing you? Now ain't that the blind leading the blind? Well, I don't know. Well, listen, I'm gonna hold myself with that because she done got her onto the show, so she is on the show. So I don't know. I ain't gonna read you too much right now, but why ain't you did shit for yourself? Charity begins at home and then spreads abroad. But she was talking about, Miami Tip was talking about she was afraid of Sukihana's IG persona messing up with her music persona. And I don't think so, because she's wild and she's ratchet and ghetto, and that's what her videos give. She was doing an Instagram video. She ran in the thing with all these elderly men and was like, whose grandfather am I screwing tonight? That's her get down. So I'm like, well, that's how her music is too. So shouldn't be no issue. You just wanted some screen time. Go on, sit down somewhere, Miami Tip girl. Go sit down. Anyway, Jocelyn. I said, what's up, ho, Celine? What you doing, girl? She over there talking about Pre Madonna. Because we still ain't seen Pre Madonna yet. But she calling her Prima Piggy. I said, what is going on? We see you got an X on Pre Madonna's back, and you'd have made her your storyline. We gonna see. And we see Hood Brat and Nikki. They kicking it. They had Hood Brat's job, and they start talking about the Brisco thing. And she said Brisco was flat out lying on her that she did not smash with him. For some reason, I'm like, girl, you give me slut tease. But again, it don't have to be. Just because she looked like she sleep with people, don't mean that she sleep with people. We know she didn't sleep with Trek. So, I don't know. Interesting. Anyway, then we finally get to see Pre Madonna. Pre Madonna's pretty. She is a pretty girl. She represents very well for the thick, curvaceous girl. I think she's sharp. And she legitimately has a brand of products. She has stuff for the kitchen and stuff like that. She also has her waist trainers and all that. She is a lifestyle brand. And she also is doing her music. So I'm like, okay, well, I'm here for Madonna. And every time we've seen her, like even in passing, even little things that they've like flashed her, she be sharp. She be sharp. So I'm with it. Then we run into this chameleon broad. Baby, that's the girl that sings the Twerk for Jesus song. I said, Lord have mercy, they done got this child on this show. Y'all remember when that little thing went viral, honey, that twerking for Jesus? That is blasphemy. Twerk for Jesus. She was in there, honey, her personality fit that song. She was cutting up, carrying on, talking about sucking dick. I said, girl, what is going on, honey? She was carrying on down in the club. And then MJ was like, oh no. He grabbed Amara, was like, okay, ladies, it was nice to see y'all. He took Amara away from that crowd. He was like, oh, hell no. And they was leaving. Oh, stupid ass Camille going to say, hola. Child Prima Daughter looked at her and was like, bitch, hola means hello. It does not mean goodbye, bitch. I said, she is ghetto fabulous. Twerking for Jesus. Whew, a mess. A whole mess. I told y'all, I like Step Miami, honey. You might see anything. Then we end up having this confrontation. Nikki and Brisco head up. And Joy walks up. And he ends up, first he's looking real stupid. And I told him, he's cute. Brisco cute. He's sitting over there looking like Big Boy from Outkast. But he looking caught like a deer caught in the headlights. And he like, all right, Joy, no, we didn't smash. I never said we smashed. We didn't smash. And Joy was like, oh, well, see, the way you was putting the information out made me believe that y'all smashed. But ain't nobody asked you, big mouth ass Joy, to be running around town telling it either. And Joy, she's so ignorant, she gonna tell Nikki, well, girl, you can go run on back over there with Trick now. She gonna say, I ain't think about no Trick. That's old news. He old news just like you. You can have him back now. I said, oh my. Y'all throwing Trick around like he ain't shit. I guess. Whatever. I don't think he'd like that. But okay. Anyway, so then Amara's sitting there. Julian comes in. MJ sits down. He tells Amara to go onto the bar and go get a drink. Because he wants to talk to Julian, man to man. This is where I said, MJ. You doing too much. And Julian told him right from the door. Julian said, I cleared up the issue. You know, people sitting around talking and all that. He said, I fixed it, the Trina stuff. I fixed it. So that's it. You should hear no more about it. MJ gets to going back and forth with Julian, telling him all this stuff. And you got to answer to me and blah, 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 blah. And I'm wondering how much of this shit is Julian really going to listen to about this much. Baby, Julian told him, I don't even know why we having this conversation because you are no one. You are her boyfriend, which equals nothing. You're nothing and you're no one. And get on out of my face. I said, come on through, Julian. He told you just right. And I like you, MJ, but he told you just right. You ain't no goddamn body. You ain't got a nickel in this dime. And then he told him, it's not your place to be talking to me. Period. She's my client. I ain't talking to you. Get on out of here. He told her, and as far as kids go, not on my watch. I said, Julian, Julian was so unbothered. MJ getting all in his face. He was so unbothered. I was like, oh, Julian. Okay. Told him to get on about his business. Amara was over there. Pre Madonna sat down, was like, girl, what's going on? Why you looking like that? She said, I don't feel well. Y'all know I love my Amara La Negra, baby. But you know, Amara, you know your ass is full of drama. You are a drama queen, honey. I don't feel well. She said, girl, do you feel like you're going to pass out? Somebody get her some water. I say, nobody give her no goddamn water. So I smack her in the back of her head. She just being dramatic, child. It was a mess. Then when MJ bust out and said, "You know what, homeboy, when you was drunk in LA and you tried to slip into bed, I wanted to talk to you then, my nigga." I said, "Oh no, Julian, you ain't trying to get no La Negra, did you?" Guess what? I ain't even mad at you. I ain't even mad at you. The way that damn Amara La Negra set up, shit, I might try to jump in the goddamn bed with her drunked up, honey. Amara's bad as shit. So that's a joke. Y'all don't be trying to run with that shit. That was a joke. But Amara, I mean, it doesn't surprise me if any man trying to sleep with Amara. It is what it is. And she just, that's the way she set up. She bad. So whatever. But I'll tell you this, Julian wasn't thinking about no goddamn MJ, and he gave him the old get on at it. Get on out of there. Get your ass out of here. And that was it. That's where we ended all that. Listen, I loves Love and Hip Hop Miami. I love them because they keeps the shit going. It be rolling. This beat's going down. Going down. Catch y'all next week.